But I just don't care, and we are currently live.
Oh, yeah, okay.
yeah. I was trying to find a decent time to interrupt you, and I couldn't get a word in edgewise.
You need to interrupt us. You just need to say something. That's all you need to do.
Yeah.
So, I was trying to, but I couldn't work it in there, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna have to just like speak and force my way in.
That's what you have to do with us, unfortunately.
Okay, gently, and use gentle, sweet words in your ears. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway,
Sorry, gentle sweet words. Who are you, and what have you done with Tabletop Junkie?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if this is me. That's the illusion. So, all right, everybody, welcome to another gaming stream, woohoo, of World of Darkness, Chapter 7. Chapter 7 of the 13 Nights in the Super Mart Mall. We have one injured person who's got, if I'm not mistaken, 2 aggravated damage, correct?
Oh yeah, he does. I remember that. I could be mistaken, but I kind of remember him having
I remember he had either. I know he had 2 aggravated and 1 or 2 bashing, but the 1 or 2 bashings aren't even cleared out.
The one it was 1 bashing.
1 bashing, got it. All right, real quick, we gotta actually resolve some things with that because it's been almost now. So now you guys are getting up and around. Everyone's passed out for the day. We are gonna actually, you know what? We're just gonna jump in this fucking introductions. We're gonna jump in this because Chris, Zach, you gotta tell me how much pain is Zach in right now.
Well,
I imagine it's a lot.
Probably a decent amount. After all,
given the fact he took a bat to an arm.
Yeah.
And his
shoulder.
What,
didn't you also hit him in the leg too?
Yeah, but remember, you only took 2 aggravated damage. So, oh yeah, an arm and a leg would be fine. Never mind. Continue. Don't mind me.
So yeah, he's just gonna be chilling for a while. He's not in the best of shape after all.
Yeah. Well, walking. I imagine walking is probably going to be pretty difficult to deal with.
Well, I mean, after the adrenaline wore off, yes, it's going to be not so fun.
Oh, yeah. This is going to take, for 1 point of aggravated damage, is going to take 7 days. So, this is, if I'm not mistaken, night 3 or
4th or
4.
5th day?
Or even 5th even. Could even be 5th. Give me 1 second, let me find out.
This is why in the AD&D First Edition DMG it says strict time records must be kept.
This is a strict time record, but I just don't, record every little thing. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 5th day. So you're gonna be well into the 12th day before one of them is healed. So you're gonna be down for a bit. And I believe for aggravated damage, we need to roll every day to make sure you're healing correctly. Someone has got to give me a first aid roll.
Which I'm the only person here that has first aid.
Yeah.
Oh boy, doing first aid on yourself is gonna be difficult.
Yeah, but remember the thing we did last time was we had one of the other characters get guided into doing what needs to be done to Zach.
All right, so which one is going to help him out today? Because he's in a lot of pain. It's been almost after 8 hours since he's had any medicine, so he's in a lot of pain right now. All right. So I need you both to roll me real quick. It's going to be. Oh, this is probably going to be an intelligence. Definitely an intelligence roll.
Okay.
And kind sir, both of you give me intelligence medicine.
Okay, I don't have medicine, so that means I'd be rolling just 0 dice without.
Then you roll 1 dice for luck.
Okay.
Hopefully you succeed. And then Zach needs to give me intelligence medicine to guide you to make sure that the bones are set right, that nothing's too skewed, and to give you your medicine.
What happened to the dice rolling channel?
Oh shit! I forgot to make a new one. Give me 1 second. Let me make a new one. I condensed the server down.
I
Okay.
was going to ask
A
you.
great
about
deal.
You did a swear.
Oh, whatever. All right. It's gonna be under voice channels.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. Oh God. Broadcasting. That's not what I want. I want add a category. That's not what I want. Where do I want? What
The joys
do
of
I
stream
want?
role-playing game.
Oh, here we go. Create channel. All right, and it's going to be dice roller, and this is gonna be for everyone. So create. All right, there we go, and it should be up top. It's up top. So just go up top and then just do everything from up there. All
Okay,
right.
and you have Roll'em activated in there.
It should be.
Okay.
Hang on. Let me double.
I got an 8.
Oh, you got an 8. Oh, sweet. Well, that is it. One success. All right, Chris. Here it is. Intelligence plus medicine.
Godspeed.
He's gonna need more than that 8 to succeed at this. More than one success.
Sadly, no, I did not succeed.
At all?
Nope, I got a 4 and 6.
Okay, so all right, so he tugged on your leg and on your arm, and you are in a great
Technically,
deal.
I'm playing a female character right now.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. So she
okay.
tugged on your foot, on your arm. She tried to actually say, "Hey, what would happen if I did this?" and to see if she could realign it with chiropractic adjustment. Turns out she couldn't do it at all.
And I pass out.
Well, before you do, she gives you some medicine, but she wasn't for sure how much to give you, so she double dosed you, and you OD'd.
He's not gonna die from that, is he?
Well, let's find out, actually. Chris.
Damn it! Why did I have to say that?
Yeah. Hey, you're gonna run your mouth. I'm gonna say something. Chris, you're gonna need to give me. Chris, you're
Remember
gonna give
which
me a strength plus stamina roll, sir.
And natural immunity. Or iron stamina.
I will allow it.
Which one?
And my striking
iron
looks
stamina
keep him-
or immunity?
Immunity.
Can my striking looks keep him alive for a bit longer?
Wouldn't I use iron stamina because that is like against like drugs or whatever?
Is that against drugs or is that natural immunity against drugs? Let's find out.
I don't know.
Let's find out. Here, we're gonna make it easy. Natural immunity. That would be a physical stat. Here we go. So you would use. Okay, so we have maybe even both, even if we're lucky. Okay, that could be it. One more. No. Okay, so natural immunity is only against infection, sickness, and disease. We don't know if you have any infections. You definitely are not fighting any blood clots. But iron stamina is exactly up your alley. So, and it's a 1 to 3. So how many dots you got in iron stamina?
2.
2? Okay. A character with iron stamina 2 is able to ignore up to a -2 modifier brought on by fatigue, which that's not it.
So he doesn't have medicine, like resisting drugs?
You know what, Chris? Here's what I'm going to say to you on this one. If you roll more than 2 1s, so in this case, it says it can ignore up to -2 modifier brought on by fatigue. We're not going to say that, but because you are injured, because this is also for injury as well, which it does not bring that up. I'm gonna say if you get any ones, as long as you have less than 2 ones, you can ignore those ones.
All right. So roll the 3 stamina and roll 2 iron stamina, or just the 3 stamina.
No. Roll roll your strength plus stamina, and then if you get any failures, we can ignore them.
Okay.
Yes, Banta.
That also includes ones. However, you have to ignore regular failures before ones. So if you get any ones, so pray you get a lot. I wonder if it's just if
What?
you can just like if you're tired or if you're injured, you can just like not sure if injury brings on any other negative effects.
It brings on the paramedic saying, "Why the fuck didn't you call for us earlier?" When you finally get around to calling
Phones
for
don't
them.
work. Do the phones still work? Because if they worked, I would have called. EMS.
Outside the door, 911. Even I know the number.
Okay, so I got an 8, 9, and 10. I rerolled the 10, got a 3.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay. All right. So you got 3 successes. Okay. Well, he did OD you, but it's not going to damage you. By the way, you guys don't know the number for 911.
I do not know that.
Don't know.
Which
I thought
of
they
you
drill into people all over the world. Where
which of you idiots misunderstood it as 911?
It's 119.
Wait. Do you mean we don't know it, or do you mean we've forgotten it?
What I mean is when you go to your cell phones and you look at your keypad, you cannot literally see your keypad at all. It's like it's blurred out to you, and you don't know which buttons to hit. And then when you hit the emergency button to hit the emergency line, because when phones malfunction, there is a button on your phones to hit it. You go to hit it, but then you forget what you're doing.
Right. We're being diverted. Okay, got that. Right.
It would be absolutely hilarious if the one Brit here could only think of 999.
Yeah.
Unless you're Allison, he thought of 666, or she did.
Yeah.
She's not that edgy. Come on, man.
I don't know that. You don't know that. Maybe she is. Who knows? No, I'm just kidding.
No, I thought about her character just a little bit, and I know that she isn't like that.
But for some reason, you are driven by your goal to reach this goal to the very bitter end.
Okay.
Yes,
So
although
right now,
she is a bit of a drug addict, so.
Really, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right,
I mean, that's one of my one of my vices is gluttony. I'm like, well, it must be drug addiction.
All right. Resolve plus. Well, we got drugs here, so resolve plus composure.
Okay.
You got to learn to shut your mouth.
No, yeah. I'm trying to play my character.
Fair enough. If any of you guys were missing any willpower from last session, you do gain back 1 point, except for Witch King. Because he did that, he's going to get 2.
Nice.
Oh, deep joy.
Oh my god. I got 0 successes and no botches. What is wrong with this?
You are well, you've decided that, so you...
That's what went wrong. You gave yourself the drugs instead of him.
So, well, actually...
Just let me give you this jab
right,
straight in the arm.
Allison did not give Zach the actual pain medication. Allison wasn't paying attention and accidentally gave Zach cocaine.
Oh, no.
And Allison is currently snorting a line of cocaine in private in the ladies' bathroom.
Allison is
what low budget horror situation we just walk into?
Do I have to do another roll to see if I resist at least the cocaine, or
you do not?
Okay.
No, that just happens because
so I basically injected him with freebase cocaine or something.
No. You thought you were giving him that, but what you did is you gave him the cocaine in 2 plastic pill areas.
Oh,
so now you gave him plastic too, so now he's got plastic in the system.
And you're now sniffing crushed up aspirin.
Yes.
No, she is not. It is cocaine. So she's gonna be.
Well, I mean, she
for a while.
doesn't really do this kind of drug, but she does take a lot of prescription drugs she gets from.
Oh, speaking of which, you also because you failed that, you lost your 2 willpower.
Oh yeah, I noted that down. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 5 out of 6
4 out
willpower
of 6.
now. Oh, but I was at 3 and I took down 2. I had lost 3 and I took down 2, so I have 1 left.
Oh, okay.
I have 1 out of those 6
Wow.
that I haven't spent, or that I can spend. No,
Wow. That you can.
I'm explaining this terribly.
No.
I have 6
it.
willpower.
Okay.
I have 1 that I spent. That's all.
Welcome to the club.
What'd you? But wait, I gave that back to you before you made the roll.
No. I had already spent 3 willpower, so I took it down by 2, and so I've only spent 1 now.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not good at explaining mathematics. I'm sorry.
We'll just go like that. You are fucking out of your mind right now because you are still having a hard time probably coping with the shit that you heard about previously night before. You guys have seen ghosts. The only one that actually
She hasn't really encountered ghosts to this degree. She may have experienced like small like haunting effects, but nothing like this crazy.
Oh, it's crazy. All right. Meanwhile, Tails is investigating the map and the timeline, or not Tails. Jeffrey Yellowstone. Excuse me. I gotta use your guys' character names. Jeffrey is currently reviewing the map real quick, as that Allison and Zach is currently getting high off of some heavy narcotics, which nobody knows is there. And no,
Can I be?
And no, you can't discover it. That's metagaming.
Can I be helping Jeffrey out with the map and the rest of it?
Absolutely, I will totally allow that.
And also, this I'm not thinking of a research type question here, but if I remember right, we said last time that it was unusual for an actual physical manifestation such as a ghost to be able to pick up objects, did we not?
Yes, assuming that that's exactly what you saw.
Okay, well in that case, can I search my mem? I was going to maybe. I'm not going to sit down and research on the internet. I think just think of my own knowledge. So my memory and my knowledge and the rest of it. Have I heard of this sort of thing happening before, or is it quite rare that people actually have what I half jokingly call a close encounter of the third kind with ghosts?
You have not. This is your first time. This is going to be your character's first time scraping the surface of the supernatural. Like,
okay, so I've not heard of it before,
but not to this degree. This is totally different.
He probably has like some academic knowledge of the supernatural, but nothing like substantial. Like right now.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, have I heard of that sort of thing before? But if not, no, that's okay. That's fine. Okay, so help Jeffrey with the with his what he's doing, researching, tying up the map, working out the timeline, and all the rest of it.
How does Jeffrey want to proceed with what we have here currently? You're currently looking at the map of the mall. You see a little bit of the outside. You got the interior. You got the blueprints. What do you want to look for on this blueprint?
Well, first I'm going to see if Allison had managed to draft up the map of the missing people and the time frames in which they had gone missing. See if there's a trail.
Yes, Allison's already done that. You guys have a wall weird with that has a timeline, and you have dates set to next to all of them. And
it's both physical and digital.
And you do have the only problem with the raw blueprints is you have to guess where the stores are, because at the time they weren't for sure. And you got to remember, some of the stores that were originally in the mall upon building were no longer there. As that, if you remember correctly, there was a diner that became, I believe it was a diner that became a sub club area. That made
Okay.
subs.
Question.
Yes.
Do we have, like, what are those, like, the garage lights, like the spotlights? You know, I get those, like, stands, like the two lights that shine really bright at angles.
Yes.
Do we have any of those nearby? All right.
You know what? You know what? Before we do that, I would like you, sir. You're gonna roll for the group 1 dice. It's gonna be for resources. You got to get 1 success, and I will let you have them if you get 1 success.
All right, so 1d10.
Yep.
8.
8. You got a success. You got 1 lamp.
Okay,
You did manage to find some spotlights in the utility closet in the storage.
Then I'm going to
over in
see
Section
if
G.
I can use the lamp to shine through the new prints with the old prints to see if anything lines up.
Oh, I like that.
Nice.
So you do that, and you basically got a map of them all, which is what you've already been seeing this entire time. And then you put dots of where you spotted these occurrences. So far, you don't see any, to your knowledge, you're not seeing anything substantial of a connection. Because
how many of them?
Also, hang on, I'm not done yet explaining.
Okay.
Because not everything has happened around the same exact time. Things have been years apart.
The curiosity I am having here is how many of these apparitions have happened in close proximity to renovation?
No, none. The only one that you can guess is the person that went missing in 1968. Everyone else, there has been no renovations.
Okay, so just the substation fire.
Yeah, just that fire, and then it was renovated and covered up. But yeah.
Okay.
However, that person's body has yet to be found as well.
Does it look like there might be any gaps, leftover remaining crevices, or negative space that is inaccessible?
There is not.
Old versus the new. So they maximize the space? Okay.
Yep.
Well then, I don't know. Should I roll an intelligence on this or something?
All right, I'm going to do this. I would like you to roll for me, because you're going to spot something just out of the corner of your eye. I'm going to give you 1 clue if you do. I'm going to give you 1 clue per success you do.
Okay.
Yep. Let me go to attributes and get the exact one, because it may not be a skill. Give me 1 second here. Oh, yep. We're gonna do this. Actually, I'm gonna give you a little bit of a bonus, because this is gonna be perception. It's gonna be wits plus composure. Actually, don't do that. No. We're gonna do wits plus investigation.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll start there. So that is 4, 6, D10. Okay.
Yep. Whew.
4, 6, D10.
Decent roll. Unfortunately, this is gonna have to be the last roll before we have to decide if we're gonna do any more investigations in the mall for spirit apparitions, because it's actually coming up near the end of day where you guys should be going dark and doing your ghostly investigation.
97662.
97662. 2 successes. All right. I'm going to point 2 things out to you. Number 1, you notice a little bit outside the mall where the blueprints is, where like the foundation, you see 5 lampposts that was custom made for the area. You circle them. Secondly, you notice a name of the architect. The architect, let me get you the architect's name. Because you got the architect's name right there. Oh, God. What did I do with it? I want to make sure I got it. Give it right. Okay, so the architect's name is... As soon as I fucking find it.
Alistair Crowley?
No.
If only we could be that lucky.
Good try, though. Good try. That'd be a nice.
Wait,
try.
if we've met Alistair Crowley, Alicent would like to meet him.
Okay, I'll give you a better one. D. Wheatley.
No, fuck him.
Okay, all right, got it right here. All right, so the name in the corner, which is the person who designed the mall, is Mark Desterman.
Okay.
Yep.
Looks at
Mark
that.
Desterman.
I'd like to
All right.
pass this to the weeb.
All right.
Who's the
so
weeb?
That would be Alicent.
She's a weeb.
Yes, a dweeb.
I was going
I
to
thought you said no weeb, like an
Okay.
anime fan.
That's
No.
Professor Dweeb to you, but if you mean Alison, that's fine.
Both of you. Both the dweebs. The dweeb and the techie.
This,
Okay.
since I can see where Jeffrey has circled these lampposts,
Mm-hmm.
are they, what sort of shape are they? Are they sort of a circle, or are they a round, equally round the thing, or what? Or they line?
Give me a wits academics roll.
Okay.
While you're doing that, Alicent looks up Mark Desterman. So Mark Desterman, known as a member of the Desterman family, is one of the oldest of the noble families of Detroit, Michigan. The reason for all the buildings that exist was because of his great architectural work. His first family members settled in Detroit, and his entire family is responsible for the buildings of all the buildings. They never got out of architecture, and Detroit has made a lifelong contract with them. These buildings were all drawn and constructed by a member of the Desterman family since 1837. Mark Desterman is no longer a surviving member, but the date of his death is unknown.
See, this is why I hate this system,
Why? What happened?
because I think that's a botch.
What'd you get?
There's
roll
no successes
D6s.
and one failure.
You roll D6s, man.
Oh, fuck,
It's
I did.
D10s.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for spotting that.
I was like, why are you rolling D6s?
Oh, that's better. Thank you.
When you almost defeated yourself.
I did.
Should have
Hey,
rolled that
that's what-
identity
that's what
memory
it was.
first.
was.
Not one of those was a success. Nor
No, but
did
he
they
got,
have the
he
ability.
got,
No,
he got,
but I got 4 successes when I actually rolled the correct dice. So
he got
Thank-
2 10s
Whoa,
and 2 8s.
Wait. Oh, okay.
no, I rolled the wrong
Okay.
dice.
Oh,
I put in
okay.
D6 first
I
instead
can
of
see it.
D10.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5. You got 5 successes.
5.
So yep, 5.
Okay.
You got 2 10s, 2 8s, and a 7. That's 5. And then
Oh,
we're
7
adding
cancel
rerolls
work.
of 4 to 3.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. So it's 7 plus, isn't it? It's 8 plus on the die. Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. All right, so you take the circles and you take a ruler and you notice, like, okay, so what's your character's name again? Oh, Ravenwolf. So Ravenwolf notices something is odd, and he takes like a ruler or like something and he begins like taking a minute, and you were able to draw perfect lines between each one and the symbol of a pentagram.
So they're in a circle equidistant. I did think that might be the case.
No. So yes, but when you draw the pentagram, all these lines intersect in the building. The pentagram is the size of the entire foundation.
Which direction is north?
Yeah.
The direction of the main post.
I just look at him and I guess it's the ball part of you occult freaks. I fucking hate it when my gut is right.
I need an intelligence occult roll from Alicent.
Okay, she's likely going to understand
Because
this right away.
as soon as Alicent sees this, I'll tell you what happens.
Oh, and can I add my witchcraft specialty?
Absolutely. So you get 1 additional
Awesome.
dice.
That's a 9, a 9, an 8, a 6, a 6, a 2, and a 2. So just 3 successes.
All right, so
Right.
you know when you see that if magic exists, the lampposts are lightning rods to the ley lines and is drawing an infinite amount of substantial mana into a large area. You guys are sitting on the epitome of a technical hellmouth situation.
Great. Right.
A constructed helmet.
Yes.
Miss Blackwell, if I remember correctly...
I hope someone would at least be smart enough real quick to take a minute and recite the famous line in Ghostbusters, but if nobody wants to, that's fine.
Okay,
I don't remember
so they
which
just
line.
don't make them like they used to.
Miss
Not
Miss
that one,
Blackwell.
okay.
Unfortunately, my character's
Miss
passed
Blackwell,
out, so
if
I'm-
Yes,
I remember,
Ravenwood.
if I remember correctly, which I probably do, effectively, if we looked at this from above on a map, the the pentagram would be pointing north, which means it is light, magic, and protective, as opposed to pointing south, which would be dark and evil. Is that not correct?
That is correct.
Right. So we hope we may well actually be in the middle of some sort of preventive or defensive or warding pentagram.
Hold on. Warding. What do you mean warding? Like to keep something away, or
Keep something in or keep something out.
so we might just be in the middle of a prison, not in a secure spot.
Possibly, yes. I suppose so. Yes. I mean,
Okay, okay, guys. If this is a prison, we need to leave now. Like now. Let's go.
I don't see any convicts. You care to enlighten me?
Okay. You see all the ghosts that have been popping up throughout this place and how they want to harm us? We need to get the fuck out of here. Screw the job. We need to leave. These are demons, man.
Every time you hear the words leave, screw the job, all you guys hear is want, 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 want.
Did you say that again?
Say it all over again.
Now that is okay. Right, you're about to tell me that I've just realised I've just forgotten I heard that, aren't you? Tabletop.
Want, 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 want.
So you mean to tell me want?
No, I said, and then again, the wah wah wah.
Want, want,
Right.
want.
Okay. This
Okay,
is
I
something
don't have time for
very-
these kind of games.
Something weird is going on. Detective.
Yes.
I am going to say something, and I'm going to say it in English. I suspect some of it may actually come out as sort of gibberish. If I apparently start speaking gibberish, would you please just raise your hand, just to let me know?
Yes.
This is a test. I think we are somehow being affected. We should leave right now.
So you didn't hear gibberish. To your knowledge, the professor is no longer talking.
So, like, his mouth is moving, but nothing's coming out?
No, he's just sitting still. He believes he's.
Oh, wow.
Did I backhand him to see if I could get some sense back into him? Because I'm waiting.
Absolutely.
Wouldn't the more appropriate thing to wouldn't an idea for one sound effect is for basically that annoying ringing sound that you.
Oh, that's a
dull
good
ringing
idea,
sound
too.
that you hear
Okay.
whenever-
I would like to kind of suggest that actually, under the circumstances, the detective being a detective would actually put two and two together and put his hand up and realise that something weird's going on, because I'm not saying anything.
I'm
Well,
just
he
gonna.
smacked you, and now he's moving again.
What?
Something's
Okay,
like,
good.
Totally off.
Wait.
I was waiting for like a whole 5 minutes there, and you didn't say anything. So I thought
Right.
maybe something happened. I had to snap you out of it.
Right. Did anybody else hear me speak?
I'm
Yeah,
passed
just-
out, so I'm
Yeah,
passed
we
out,
heard
so
you now, but,
I
like,
don't know.
Right. So
you
you
didn't say
didn't.
anything.
Suddenly, the lights in the common area where you guys have been staying are currently flickering.
Hey, Allison, you want to
What?
maybe turn the cameras off?
I'm going to write down on a piece of paper, we need to leave.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn the cameras off.
So you get a piece of paper and you send it out, and it says, "We need to eat."
What do I read it as?
You read it as "We need to eat."
Right.
Allison's just gonna walk out of the
Bloody
building.
perception filters.
Yeah, Allison's just leaving. She's not saying anything. She hopes that
Sounds
everyone
a
will
good idea.
realize. If she leaves, everyone will realize. Oh, let's go now.
All
This kind of
right.
feels oddly. This kind of feels oddly like a rose red situation.
I hate perception filters. I hate perception filters.
Unless you're using them yourself.
All right, Allison, you begin leaving the area. As you are trying to pull out your phone, you notice that your phone battery is currently dead, and the generator is cutting off and on constantly. It's like it keeps revving down, then revving back up, revving like, and it doesn't rev because it's electric. So, but even the lights around the generator are flicking real bad.
Okay, I'm gonna look for the odd chance that there might be still a functioning payphone somewhere.
All right, you go down to section A because that's where you guys parked at, and you did come across the payphone, and as soon as you lift it up, it is dead. You hear nothing.
Okay, fuck this. I'm going back in.
Going back into
What?
the mall, or are you going out to the parking lot?
I'm going to the parking lot, and then I'm going to get in the car and honk the horn and try to get their attention to come out.
I'm going to see what happens when she goes towards the parking lot.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, you see lights outside in the parking lot.
Does the car start?
The cars are started, but well, your cars are not started unless you got remote. Did you get vehicles with remote start?
No.
Okay.
This is like a DV, like a not DV, but like an old hippie van, basically.
Yep. Nope. So you go outside, and as you make it outside where you see lights and whatnot, the lights are blue and red, and as soon as you open the door, all you hear is "Freeze! Get down on the ground! Do it! Do it now!"
I drop on the ground with my hands on my head.
And they begin coming in, and one person puts their knee on your back, and they put you in handcuffs, and then they go in after the others.
Good luck carrying Chris out.
Oh, they got an ambulance for Zach. Zach is they got him, and he's like, he looks like he's doing some. Looks like they might be on some heavy narcotics. You guys hear stuff like heavy narcotics. He is currently stoned, and then they check you out. They notice that you probably are on something as well. They check out Jeffrey and Ravenwolf, and they don't see anything like that. They're just like, okay, well, not everyone was doing it. All right, let's get them in the cars and take them to the station for questioning.
I think I ruined the adventure, guys.
Oh, I mean, the other option was that we could have had a rose red situation, which was the mall would turn in on itself.
Yeah.
Are we even leaving, though? What if we just wake up in our beds?
Yeah. That'd be bad.
Alright.
I will
We
Polite.
could just be dreaming all of this, or like hallucinating it or something.
I will simply politely and in fully cooperating, simply ask the officer, what is the situation, officer?
Shut it. We'll tell you this. You know the situation. Get in the car. And they are not gentle with you. They put you in the car.
I'm
as
not
well as
stopping them. Get in the
Jeffrey.
car. But okay.
Yep. They take your guys' identification and everything. And you guys are going to the station.
Wait, does everything look familiar to us still?
Like what? Like, explain.
Like does the landscape, does the buildings, the ads, does it all look similar to what we...
Does it look like we're still in 2024?
And
Exactly.
You are currently still in... Yes, all that is still the same. Nothing has changed.
Can they read?
Okay.
Can they read road signs? Is anything legible?
Everything's legible.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Zach is currently, and they test Zach's blood and realize that he was given cocaine. Not sure as to where that came from.
Allison doesn't even know where that came from.
Allison knows where it fully came from. She bought it from a dealer just in case if it happens.
In case she needed it, she got it. But she doesn't tell people that. She keeps it in her purse, and that's it.
So, you guys, everyone else is found in a single room, and a detective comes in. 2 detectives.
Are we in the same room together, or are we going like...
You're all in separate rooms, and you're each
Okay.
in handcuffs. And they're going to ask you all the same questions. So they come to Alice and Blackwell first. Who are you? First and last name.
Allison Blackwell?
What were you doing at the mall?
Ghost hunting for a client? Trying to prove if the ghost was there for real, or debunk it if it isn't.
Client's name?
I never got his name, unfortunately.
Okay.
You did.
Why?
No, I did?
So we got... Well, you know that you're doing it for Mr. Darkman.
Oh, yeah, I say that then. I thought we never got his name.
I was going to say, I thought you'd got it.
So
No, we never got his first name, though.
So you're hunting ghosts for a client, so we know what you were doing there and why you were there. But who let you in? Did Mr. Darkman let you in?
He said the doors were unlocked. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, Table, but weren't the doors unlocked?
He gave you a key.
Okay. Yeah, we got the key from Mr. Darkman. He sent it in the mail, I think.
All right. Thank you. That's all we need to stay here for a few more hours. So they leave and they go into another room where they have Jeffrey Yellowstone. Who are you?
Bad news.
Tails, that's your cue.
I am Jeffrey Yellowblossom.
Yellow Blossom. I said Yellowstone. Oops. Jeffrey
And-
Yellow Blossom. And what were you doing at the mall?
Well, I was
Parents
told
His parents must have been hippies.
to take some time off from my station, and in my downtime, I was offered a gig to either prove, disprove, but I was hoping to debunk some sort of supernatural phenomena going on in this mall by Mr. Darkman. He told us the building was unlocked to go in and investigate. Said that he provided us with power, generators, lighting, cameras, I guess apparently some action. And then what I could only suspect some form of mass hallucination or CO2 exposure causing the party and the grouper with to act some type of heinous. That is when our little tech geek over here ran out the building and when all this happened. So
All
here
right.
we are.
And you said you were doing it for a client, Mr. Darkman, who let you in. Okay. All right, that's all we need. Just stay here for a few more hours. And from my understanding, you are law enforcement as well, so you know how this is going to work. All right. So
What exactly is this?
We are not at liberty to say at this time until we get all of the evidence compiled together, but we will let you know in a few hours.
When do
And
we get to
then-
call our lawyers?
Ask them if we're being charged.
You're not being
You-
charged.
Because if
at
we're
this
not
point, but
charged, we can leave.
Are
can
you aware
leave
that
it-
your officers did not read us our Miranda rights? Therefore, you have not
Oh no,
legally.
your Miranda rights were read. Oh no,
I didn't hear him.
That
Didn't hear
sounds
him.
like for, okay.
Except for
The Miranda rights were read.
how would Jack know about the Miranda rights? He was unconscious when they came and took him.
Actually, this
Still
is
not-
true, yeah.
Zach is
This is
still
true.
in the hospital. You can't talk. Anyway, he's like, the Miranda rights were read. We can pull the body cam footage, but we will look into it, and we can hold you up to 72 hours before we have to let you go if we don't have any reason to charge you. If we do have reason to charge you after 72 hours or after we tell you you're being charged, you are allowed one phone call to your attorney, so you will receive that accordingly. Detective Yellow
He just
Blossom, you know
leans
how
back
this
and-
works.
And goes K and like packs his pack of smokes and strikes up in the room.
You have
See
no
you at the end of the
smokes.
72 hours.
You have no
Those
smokes.
fuckers. There's my vice. I'm gonna get more aggressive. My willpower's gonna decay.
You are currently chained to the fucking table. They are not. In case you were dangerous, they don't know what
You
you're
could
doing
have
there.
asked for your. You could have asked for a cigarette. And maybe they'd give it to you then if you're nice.
They weren't nice. I won't be nice back. That's how
All right.
Jeffrey Yellow Blossom
They-
works.
They've already left the room. Moving on to Ravenwolf. They sit down. Who are you? Name, please, first and last.
Professor Mycroft Ravenwolf
You're a professor at what university?
at whichever university is. It's the nearby one that I'm professor at.
University of Ann Arbor. Okay. What were you doing at the mall?
I was assisting. Well, my good brothers, we were employed by the Mr. Darkman, who, as is my understanding, is the owner of the property. He's looking to reopen the mall, but has been worried by reports, historical reports over decades of supernatural activity, and we were there to provide to debunk, if you will, such evidence to give the place a clean bill of health, so he can actually commence redevelopment.
Okay. And he had the key to let you in, right? The Mr. Darkman, who is said to be the owner, correct?
This is my information. The contact was via Miss Blackwell. She's the but as my understanding is, yes, we certainly had a key with her. And my understanding is, and we did what research we were able to do did suggest that there was a connection. That Mr. Blackwell, Mr. Darkman, I do apologise. Mr. Darkman is the owner of the property, and he's looking to redevelop it and reopen it.
So Alison Blackwell would have Mr. Darkman's number then.
I would imagine so. She was certain. Yes. I would imagine so.
Do I have his number?
Well, he called you. So
I can just redial it?
Yep.
Okay.
But they have your phone.
Okay, they can do that.
So after a few hours, and after some long, drawn out, probably horrible nights, Zach is currently going through some X-rays and some MRIs. After he's done,
Did I cause a TBI for him?
After he's done, he is met by 2 detectives in his room, where the doctor informs him that he has a broken leg and a broken arm at the very least, and is going to require some care. It looks like it was done with the bat. They come in and say, all right, we do got this information, but we would like you to state for the record your first and last name, please.
Zach Grimes.
And what were you doing at the mall, Zach?
Is my lawyer present?
A lawyer is not present. Do you want one present while you were answering questions?
I wish to have that, yes.
All right, well, you know what? We are currently compiling. If you refuse to answer this time, you'll be offered a lawyer, especially if you feel once we gather a list of charges against you. We haven't gotten any yet, so we will definitely make you aware, and then you will allow one phone call to your attorney. So until then, if you refuse to answer, we will just mark that, and you have a pleasant evening, and we hope you do get better. But we do have one more question, if you'd be willing to answer. Who did this to you?
Out of character, if you go to the police and they detain you, you can ask for a lawyer, and you don't have to answer any questions with your lawyer present. So,
Fair
just
enough.
saying, out of character. It doesn't have to be true in this universe.
They at least want to know about the injuries at the very least. But if he's not willing to speak, then they walk out. Hey, play toys. Wrote a Z. I don't know what a Z is. All right. So after all that is said and done, each of you guys will be met by an individual of the state simultaneously. This is not of the state, but of the detectives. Simultaneously, So each one is a detective with another detective.
Allison probably has a lawyer or an attorney on retainer due to her family connections.
Yep. So they turn around, and so each of you, this is said at the exact same time. So imagine, like, if you were the viewer, you would see each
A
detective
split screen.
changing scenes. Exactly. And they start with this. A few weeks ago, someone broke into Great Lakes Real Estate LLC and grabbed the keys to the mall. At this point, they are the owners of the mall. But however, there's no one on proof. There's no proof on camera of who did it. However, you do have the stolen keys. So evidence number one of us booking you of trespassing and breaking and entering. Multiple counts breaking and entering to 2 separate properties because these keys were registered as stolen a few weeks ago. We did find a number that was listed client or Mr. Darkman. We called the number was disconnected, and we have looked up any form of evidence of your Mr. Darkman, and there was none. No resonance of that name whatsoever. Going forward, we would like to ask, at the very least, from any one of you, would you like to give a oh, by the way, this not being said to Zach, but the other 3. Would you like to give us a further physical description of Mr. Darkman, or do you only have voice only?
I never got any physical confirmation of their existence. I only heard his voice.
Fair enough. All
And
right.
so the letters I got.
And do you all say that to your
As
respective
far as
detectives?
I'm concerned.
well, no one has had contact other than Allison
No,
Blackwell. So
the only, as I said earlier, the only person I know contacting was Miss Blackwell.
Okay.
She probably explained all of this beforehand to everyone.
Probably.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but no, I've never spoken to my knowledge met Mr. Darkman. As I said, it came the contact. I was actually busy at the time the contact came through. The contact came through Miss Blackwell.
All right.
When did you say these keys were stolen?
A few weeks ago.
Could you give a more specific time, in case we can prove that we could not have been responsible for that offence either?
Well, unfortunately, we're going to get to that.
I just realized I was muted.
Oh, okay. So moving forward, all right. So with no physical description of Mr. Darkman, many of us have been communicating with what each of you guys are saying. It does sound like your story has lined up. However, you have been found with stolen keys from a property that was broken into, and then you use that key to break into a secondary property, claiming that Mr. Darkman is the owner. There is no such thing as Mr. Darkman. It is the Great Lakes Real Estate Agency that we actually have here in the state of Michigan.
And the Great Lakes Agency are the owners of the property?
Yes, they are. There is.
Right, thank you.
There is no
Okay.
Mr. Darkman. All right. Given the fact that you've been found to be entering to 2 properties, one using stolen property, which is a stolen key, to supposedly investigate ghosts. From here on out, we recommend, if you'd like, you can retain an attorney. And at this point, we will be taking this forward into a judge. Until then, you are currently being booked at the City of Detroit County Jail, and your attorneys will be present. Zach Grimes will be joining you guys. The only thing that we can't figure out is how he got injured. And no one is willing to tell us. So maybe once you guys are booked, and we get you guys some court dates, which the city will do that.
Truthfully, you didn't even let me answer. Which he interrupted before I could even answer.
That is true. Did you want to tell them why?
I'd probably just say that someone assaulted me. I don't know who.
Fair enough. All right. So given the fact that he was injured, we'll just say, okay, given the fact that we don't know who assaulted him. However, that is not the only 3 crimes. 2 accounts of breaking and entering, 1 count of stolen property, and also, unfortunately, because you guys are in a group, you guys will be charged with possession of narcotics, because because at this point you guys probably took in urine samples. Zach was definitely given was definitely had his blood tested. So yeah, there was cocaine found in the area, and there was and it turns out, not sure how Allison got
And
hold
crushed
of this.
Crushed Percocet as well.
But they in her grab bag they found Percocets and cocaine. They found some stuff. So yeah, right now you're all being charged for possession as well. Each of you guys are being read your Miranda rights once again as they basically cuff you and take you to the jailhouse. Zach will join everybody as soon as his activated points go away, which will be a couple weeks. But right now he's being moved to a secure area at the City of Detroit's hospital wing, where he's going to be around the clock guards. And
Ooh,
you
Detroit,
guys
am I gonna
will.
survive that?
And you what?
I said, "Ooh, Detroit, am I going to survive that?"
You guys will be met.
I'm sending you to Detroit.
Yeah, well, you guys will be met with your lawyers, which we will not act that out. That is the end of this adventure.
I knew by like what Allison did, this would end really fast, but I didn't expect.
I'm going to
it
stop
end
playing
there.
horror games with you guys. They never end well.
It's horror, man.
Yeah, but they never end. We get derailed and something stops, unless this is how Tabletop intended to happen. This is
Okay, so the ending was the exact ending I had for you guys, but I figured I was going to take up that, but because I was trying to restrict, that's why I was trying to restrict you guys. So to let you guys in, since the adventure's over, let me let you guys in a little secret, okay? The building you were in was actually not normal. You guys did not do any, even though there was a witchcraft roll done for magic, Allison has barely scraped the surface of the supernatural, but because of this, might allow some more character development into going further into the fact that she might be able to wield magic going forward.
Mm-hmm.
Given the fact that it was an actual pentagram, if you actually read the mage book, there is a pentagram in there that shows all the types of magic. And when you have something like that, it's like everything. So remember one section you guys had cameras from a different time frame, because there is a such thing as time magic. You guys were having different and weird moments. That's because when a entire stronghold is got focused energy like that, and you're there for a purpose, it's like, okay, so you were there for one thing, and the one thing that it wanted, you guys were actually against an unforeseen enemy. The enemy was the actual building itself, which the idea came from Ash versus the Evil Dead, when the cabin actually was possessed by the evil deadites, or the evil, and was becoming its own living entity. I kind of actually took that trope and actually put it here, someone constructed this. This is a lightning rod to a Hellmouth situation, so the mall is alive.
And your girlfriend lives in the corner penthouse of Central Spook West.
So like I said, these things, there was times you guys were actually itching close to the truth, but you weren't quite making it, and I couldn't quite tell you without you making it.
I'm upset this happened.
Anytime that we were getting close to the truth, we had our minds wiped.
Yeah.
No,
See, I'm upset that this
that's
happened
not
because at
necessarily
least
true. There was a couple times, but you also didn't roll the sufficient enough because, like I said, you guys have your characters barely scraped the surface of Supernatural. This is so you guys have never experienced anything like this before in your life. This is completely new, and then you get thrown into something that's super strong. However, that's why we're gonna have a sequel.
see,
Good.
out of character, my gut feeling was leaning towards a lot of this, and I think that's why in character, I was trying to check the utility rooms to find a source of gasoline, because I was thinking about giving Jeffrey Yellowstone a snap where you just try to start burning everything.
You mean Yellow Blossom?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you said Yellowstone too. The only time I intervened with you guys getting close to the truth is when you tried to leave just for no reason.
And
Because there was a couple times.
Also, wouldn't Zach be able to get off by just saying, "Hey, I was assaulted," and also I was given the whatever was put into my system?
Spoilers.
Yeah, I'm not entirely certain how you want it.
Didn't I say sequel?
Mhm.
Okay.
Possibly. Possibly.
We will come up with that in the sequel, yo.
Just be careful, because those threequels are getting out of hand, you know.
Well, guys,
there's.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, well, you have your prequels, you have your sequels, you have your requels.
Oh, for God.
And you need your NyQuil.
No, there are only 3 movies.
What 3 movies were we talking about?
I don't care what you're talking about. There are only ever 3 movies.
He's
I
talking
don't
about the
know.
Blackadder. It's a British production.
Well, no, there are 4 of those. There are 3 movies. Actually, everybody forgets the first season Blackadder because they only remember the last 3. There were only ever 3 movies.
All right,
There were no
so-
sequels. There were no prequels.
So that's why when Allison said, "Okay, I'm gonna leave," there's really nothing more intervention I could give you guys to try and keep you guys on the path that you were supposed to go in
couldn't
there. So I
Just
couldn't
not
intervene
let
no
the
more.
doors open.
They could have got assaulted by something.
No,
I kind of expected her to not get
no.
to forget or
Right?
I'm back
I
somewhere else.
was-
I was expecting the old, as you exit, you're re-entering the building.
Yeah,
What?
No, I did enough intervention. That was it. The end.
I kind of again, I kind of expected her not to actually get out.
Well, I guess the good news is doing some hard time will give Jeffrey time to learn that martial arts skill I wanted to pick up.
It'll also allow Allison to awaken to her magical ability and become a mage.
Well, before we do that, because we have to get XP. It is experience point time, so we got that. But before we do that, let's call it a wrap here, guys. We're gonna start with, Witch King, do you got anything for our audience tonight? I know we are down by we finished this in an hour, folks.
That's about average for most of my games I run.
But that's okay, because I have another idea from a movie I got that I just seen recently. No, I'm not going to tell you which one that was.
Oh dear
Okay.
God. Oh dear God.
For the sequel.
No, I don't really have any things to promote at the moment. I mean, I keep meaning to do this. I will share my blog, and you'll put that somewhere out in the description.
I will definitely get that. I will definitely put that tonight. All right, Tails, you got anything for our audience?
Yeah, so this is a wrap. Okay. My name is Tails. It never really fails. Tried to have fun, but then the Witch King bailed. Okay, anyway,
Nice one.
hey guys, Tails here, just the resident goof. This is a pretty fun horror experience. Obviously, we didn't get to take the full Bungie dive, but I can't wait to see what comes in the next chapter, and I'm getting some more horror anthologies produced to be going to my channel, and I can't wait to catch you guys there.
Yeah, now I need to come up with another game. This was supposed to last a lot longer. Damn it!
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, damn it. This is like the first Friday in October, guys. Seriously.
Well, if you will make a fetish of a 3-month season of a 1-day holiday, what do you expect?
For it to go the course. But anyway. All right.
We're players, we throw everything off course.
Oh, very good, very good. Well, you think it's off course, it's not. There's still a story to be told, and you haven't ruined the whole story yet. There's more.
Just wait.
Book 2, they get to play vampires, everyone.
Awesome.
Yes!
We'll just have to figure that one out. Anyway, Spartacus.
I have nothing planned, so yeah, you'll find me here, hang out with Table.
This is the day I find out all my friends are lame. This is not this is not a very good Friday.
I mean, if I'm in a game on Sunday, it'll probably be with T-shirt Historian and Grim.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So
Right.
if that happens, that's something you promote.
All right. Fair enough. And Colin.
We'll see you next week when we can all discover together what we're going to be playing next week.
Exactly.
It'll either be next week or the week after this point.
Okay.
Next week might be character creation.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well,
but-
we. All I would say is we have already got characters for at least one other game, which we have started playing.
Well, we have characters for lots of games that we started
The
playing.
next investigation: a camp by a lakeside where a kid went drowning 50 years prior.
And werewolves
Oh
are
my-
there too.
Oh dear lord. All right. Anyway, my name's
Only if you
Tabletop
play the
Junkie.
proper werewolf apocalypse.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. My name is Tabletop Junkie. Thank you all for joining me. And sorry that the session was a bit short, but hey, these things kind of happen. I scared the shit literally out of my players. So my players had their characters run, or at least one had their characters run. You know what? That could happen when you play horror, man.
Purely by
that can
coincidentally, she ran at the same time that the cops had turned up to search the place.
But they are not done. These characters, exactly because they lived, will be bringing a reoccurrence back and another adventure. But which one? We will figure that out later. Until then,
At least we all survived.
Until then, this is Tabletop Junkie. I will also be linking the final, and I want to let everyone know that I'm pulling this from multiple platforms, but I'm only going to share one platform for voting. If you guys are on X or YouTube, or Discord, if you're in any of the Discords that I'm promoting this at, here is the link to the poll. What game would you like to, because we are hosting a special game and all-day event in December that Sparta, Chris, and I are putting together for my channel for the end of the year. It'll be the last game of the year, and yes, I am going to beat this over the head. It is the last game of the year. I can't hold anything back. So I will be saying that all through that, just because who doesn't like the Water Boy?
What water boy?
Your mom.
My mum is A, 2 years dead, and B, water
You're
boy.
wrong. Mama's right.
So here's the links right there.
Did
Go
you
and
speak
vote.
English?
To tell you guys, I actually been tallying up all the votes between all the platforms. I've got it between 3 or 4 different platforms. And here's where we are at. We are at 16 votes for Cyberpunk 2020. We are at 16 votes for Traveler 2nd Edition. They are tied.
Yes!
They
Yes!
are tied. It is a close call.
On YouTube or on X?
YouTube, X, Discord, many Discord servers, and I think
No. I was wondering which one of the results you were getting from which quiz or poll.
I'm getting them from all all of these are from all of the ones I just mentioned. They're the collective.
Oh, so you're just averaging them or something?
No, I'm adding them all together.
Oh, never mind that.
Yeah, I don't know where that was. Never mind.
So everybody on each platform vote for Traveller. I mean, vote for your favourite game.
Yeah, you can
Vote for Traveler, which is your favorite game.
Yep, you could. Yeah, don't listen to them. That's subliminal messaging. All right, 13 votes is for second place is 13 votes for Mecton Zeta, which is in second place, but that will probably get knocked down to third unless everyone starts voting for that one. And then last place is Vampire the Requiem, which that may just come off anyway because I may need to run that next week. So that's yeah. But that came in last place at 9 votes. It's 9 points. So here we go, guys. Like I feel like it's gonna go either Cyberpunk 2020 Traveler 2nd Edition. If it goes to the other two, I'd be shocked as hell. Because they are not that high up there. But Mecton only needs like a couple votes just to push ahead, like 3 votes. No, 4 votes to push ahead. So, but we'll see. So go ahead and cast your vote, and then this will be the special we're running. We are running what you call a tabletop roulette, where we are going to be doing 2 things. We're going to be having a spinning wheel, and if you want to spin, we're just asking for donations. $1 per spin or $5 per spin, depending on how much you want to do. If we do $1 and you give me 5, that means you get 5 spins. And what those are going to actually do is help me plan out next year throughout the entire month. So like we may get 1 month of Castles, we may get 1 month of Traveler. We're going to get 1 whole month. And now we could actually get more than that if you get the Tabletop Frenzy, which you'll be allowed to have 4 free spins. If you get Traveler on 1 spin, you get 4 free spins completely. So I think I'm really going to keep everything capped at $1 because we're only going to do 12 spins. Unless you get the Tabletop Frenzy, which is going to be 4 free spins, and then whatever games come up we are going to alternate in that month. I'm doing it like this because that way it forces me to have a schedule for the year, and you know what? It also frees up brain power. I got the idea from Big Bang Theory. That dice giveth, that dice taketh away. Instead, I'm letting the audience choose for us.
Does that mean then that you're going to have to come up with maybe up to 12 4-week games that are each going to last 4 weeks? Isn't that going to be a lot more work?
Sadly, sadly, Castles I already have. Vampire, like another World of Darkness game I already have. Mecton Zeta I already have. Traveler is in the progress of coming up with a couple more weeks in sessions. I actually have maybe two weeks so far jump. What else? Did I say Mecton Zeta? I already have. What other games do I have? Call of Cthulhu is on there, and I already have. So yeah, what do you think I do in my free time? Like when I'm not talking to you guys, like there's times I have to hide in the corner on the internet, and I just start writing things out.
Or you can always do what I do and not prepare almost anything.
I think with Call of Cthulhu, I didn't write anything with that. I actually got a pre-made adventure for that one that will take place in 1920s London.
No, you don't need to even use a pre-made adventure. Just make it
Good. Excellent. London. Fantastic.
Yeah, we keep putting Archer in the United States, and he's never been here, so I've never been to...
I have, but
he's been here.
It's a very long time ago.
Oh, okay. Well, I've never been to London, but, we'll go there in our minds. So, other than that...
I'm thinking, I've got a character that I don't care what he's doing.
Yeah, there we go.
We've got 1920s characters in Europe.
Oh, no, they're all dead now. Or gone. Or
the world is a great black pit.
Let's see. I think one person died. The other person split time itself and created a whole fragment of an alternate reality, of which the main timeline is where Ravenwolf. The main timeline is where we're from currently.
No, 2 of them died. One went
One
insane,
died.
killed. One of them went insane, killed another, and the survivor of the 3 shot and killed the one that was insane, and then he was met by his future self from an alternate reality.
One of them died off screen, so that doesn't count.
We're not going to argue this. Anyway.
He didn't die off screen. He went insane after meeting his alternate universe.
No, he didn't. I didn't.
Yeah, anyway. His character basically ended up part of...
Can we wrap this up and then debate?
Yes.
Everyone have a good night. Thank you. Have a good night, everybody.
Night, buddy.
Where the shadows creep, vampires thirst for the crimson feast. Werewolves howl in the midnight prowl. No peace, no rest in the beasting dark. Casting spells under moon's blue light. Hunters stalking through the endless night. Changelings whisper secret dreams. In a world of shadows, nothing is as it seems. Living in the darkness where the monsters roam. Veil of shadows where the lost find home. Creatures of the night standing side by side. In a world of darkness, nowhere to hide. seeking lost humanity. Chased, wandering, searching for the sanity. Mortals blind to the wars unseen. In this twisted world, what does it mean? Haunted streets where the echoes call. Sinister laughter echoing through the hall. Ancient whispers, secrets in the wind. Out here, brother, you never win. Living in the darkness where the monsters roam. Veil of shadows where the lost find home. Creatures of the night standing side by side.